Hi there, it's Wise Up Wednesdays with Willie. This week we're going to talk about debt to income ratios. What in the world is that? Stay tuned, we'll talk more. Welcome back. This is Willie Barnes, your realtor in the Orlando, Florida area. And this is Wise Up Wednesdays, where we talk about all things real estate. As we discussed last week, we're going to kind of stay on the topic of credit a little bit, but we're going to talk about debt to income ratios. How does that relate to credit? Debt to income ratios are what lenders use to determine if you're going to be able to get a mortgage or not. We're going to talk to some lenders in the near future to kind of explain that a little more detail, but that relates to credit because your debt to income comes from those balances that are on your credit report. Okay, so simply put, debt to income ratios are used by lenders to determine if you can afford to purchase a certain home. Just because we've gotten our credit score or our FICO score up to a 660 doesn't mean we can go buy $1 million house if we can't afford $1 million house, right? So this is to make sure that we can afford that new payment. So when looking at debt to income ratios, you have what's called a front end ratio and a back end ratio. The front end ratio, and I'm going to throw some numbers out here, I'm going to keep them simple, but forewarning, here goes some numbers. That front end ratio is your mortgage payment divided by the income you get. And that cannot exceed 31%. And the reason we're saying 31% is because, remember, here we want to aim for the moon. If we land on the stars, that's okay. You talk to me, and we're able to get those debt to income ratios higher than that. But if we're going to have goals, we want to aim for the ideal goals. So that front end ratio, you don't want any more than 31%. What does that look like in numbers? Let's say you make $3,300 a month in income. Your mortgage is not allowed to be over $1,023. Okay, that keeps you at that 31% mark. So that's your front end ratio. Now, back end ratio includes all debts that's on your credit report, all those payments divided by your income. And that cannot equal more than 43%. Okay, so when looking at that same $3,300 income for the month, all of your debts that show up on your credit report is not able to come out to more than $1,419. Again, we're aiming for the moon. Of course, talk to me. And we have programs where that debt to income ratio can be higher. However, we're setting goals, and so we want to set the proper goals. So again, in a nutshell, debt to income ratio determines if a lender is going to approve you to get a mortgage, and helps determine if you can afford to get a property or not based off the amount of how much you're making, how much current debt you have on your credit report, and how much that new mortgage will be. The numbers to keep in mind: on the front end, 31% mortgage divided by income. And on the back end, all your debts, including the mortgage, I forgot to say that. On the back end, all debts includes the mortgage divided by your income. That can't equal no more than 43%. So in this scenario, at $3,300 a month, you have a mortgage of $1,000. The rest of your debts on your credit report, you're looking at no more than $400, whether that's student loans, car payment, whatever it may be. That's what you're looking at. So if you have any questions, like I said, I know we start to throw numbers out there and things may get a little confusing. Go in the comments box, ask them, give me a call. I'm always available. And like and share this video. Like I said, we're about to get into nitty and gritty when it comes to purchasing a house or purchasing a home. And I want to make sure you understand what you need to have, and so we can prepare and make this as an efficient and effective a process as possible. Okay, it's been a pleasure. This is Wise Up Wednesdays with Willie. If you have any questions, again, go in the comments box, like and share this video. Go over to YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? So you can stay up to date. It's been a pleasure. You have a wonderful day, and thanks for your time.